Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Virginia iRacing League. It's the Summer Series Season 3, round number 9 of the Wildcat Welding 145, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Boy, the season is rounding down. We're down to the penultimate round here. Only one more after this one, and of course, we do have some exciting news to tell you though already. And but before we get into that, let's go ahead and give a shout out, as always, to our broadcast sponsor, JS Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. Now, before we give you the announcement here, let's go ahead and take a look at our previous race here. And Harold Rothery came away the victor in that race, and beating out Tony Gardner, Jeff Rubin. Ron Walters also having a good run, finished in the 4th position. With the championship leader, Andy Konsalova, rounding out the top 5 as you look on down the order and see where your favorite driver was. Now, Andy Konsalova, he finished 5th, and he still got a good amount of points, including his bonus points from his teammate. And, of course, in this driver standings, you can see he has a 346-point lead ahead of Paul Bajanic in that 2nd position. Harold Rothery did move ahead of John Casaza into the 3rd position, but I don't see Harold here tonight. And just as quickly as he moved up there, he's probably going to end up falling back down below Casaza here, because it's only a 3-point difference between Rothery and Casaza. So, and John is here tonight. So yeah, everything to race for John Casaza there. Now with Andy Konsalova, 346 points clear of Paul Bajanic. Matter of fact, let me get Andy up here. Hey Andy, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, Tony, how you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, like I was telling our audience here, with the 346 point gap between you and Paul Bajanic, we went ahead and called it last week and have crowned Andy Konsalova the season 3 champion. So congratulations to you, Andy. I tell you, I'm sure you've really enjoyed yourself out there this season.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a good time. I'm surprised that the gap ended up being like that, really. I mean, we seemed like that everybody was pretty competitive with each other for most of the season, so I'm surprised that that happened like that. But I think my AI driver helped me out a lot too.
Absolutely. And well, and Paul, he did have a couple of rough races here and there, and so it's you and the AI driver have to really work hand in hand. Both of y'all have to really it's almost like a team type thing, if it was like a team championship or something, and everybody has to have a good season in order for that team to win, and that's what you guys managed to do. But yeah, congratulations again. Anybody want to give a shout out to it?
Oh, thanks. But yeah, just thanks for putting on the season, and I guess we all sound kind of like broken records, but everybody that I've been racing with here, everybody's courteous and fun, and I mean, we're competitive and we definitely want to beat each other, but nobody just takes anybody out. Nobody gets over aggressive and just cleans somebody out because they don't know what they're doing. Everybody's pretty good that way. So thanks to everybody, I guess.
10-4, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down to the regular channel there, and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
All right, thanks, Tony.
Okay, folks, and we did have to start a little late. There's some more weird stuff going on with the iRacing servers. I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow because we had to create a new session last week, and this one's still doing the same weird thing. But I think once we get past qualifying, it's just a matter of perspective. It's what I see versus what you guys see. And as a matter of fact, I think we're rolling over to qualifying right now anyway. And of course, the AI cars, they'll be the first ones heading out onto the track. So the guys, they'll be keeping an eye on them. Once they're done, then we'll see the human drivers head out on the track. And but matter of fact, while the AI cars are heading on out, let's go ahead and take a quick break and hear from our sponsors and stuff. Hey, you're watching the Wildcat Welding 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're back here, and the qualifying is underway. And right now we got the AI cars on track at the moment. Hey, surprise, surprise, Tony Gardner having such a strong, that's the teammate there for Andy Kosalova. And he has had such a strong season, helping Andy get to that championship win. Right now he's on provisional pole with that 35.208. Pretty fast time there for the number 30. And they're turning, we have him set up to do 3 hot laps. And I imagine he's probably wrapping up his qualifying here. Not sure how many laps he's turned so far. This obviously is either the second or third one. And of course, the majority of it, not all of the cars have put down a time yet. Some of them are just now putting times on the board. So let's see. This may be his third and final hot lap here. Because I see some of the AI drivers, they just put down their first hot lap. And let's see, did Gardner increase his lap time? See, that one didn't count, so he must have already done 3. Oh, and he just got bumped by somebody. Who was it? Travis Sollenberger is now on provisional pole. Wow, 35.109 for the number 67. Most of the other cars are still on track. Jeff Rubin, he's P3 at the moment. Terrell Rice, he's in the 4th position. He's followed by the 31. I'm seeing some guys starting to come in on pit road now. Nigel Patterson showing P5. Dave Kamer already on his way. He's done qualifying. He's P6. Chris Page is P7 at the moment. And it looks like his qualifying is over. David Carrillo showing P8 at the moment. 9th is Mike Berg. That's John Casaz's teammate. Right now he's in the top 10 in qualifying. Let's see, Brian Rainville, he's P10 at the moment as he comes down, and I think he probably have already turned his last qualifying lap. Probably getting ready to pit this time around. Oliver Stevens, he's P11 at the moment. Sarah Oliver right now slots into P12. Ashton Rice, she is P13. She'll be representing Harold Rothery tonight. He's not here tonight, so his teammate, I don't think he'll be able to hold on to that 3rd spot in the championship standings, but he'll be counting on Ashton Rice to try to maybe have a good race out there. And Clay Rice looks like he's the last, will be the last AI driver to come down onto pit road before we send the human drivers out there. And let's see, is everybody else on their way in? As it looks like Rice, she's on her way in. Sollenberger's coming in. Jeff Rubin, I imagine he'll be coming in this time around. These laps aren't counting yet. They've already turned their qualifying laps. Sometimes they'll do an extra lap. Let's see, Nigel Patterson, Let's see if he makes his way down on the pit road. Just about all of the AI drivers are in. Looks like no, he hasn't come. He's not coming in yet. He wants to turn another lap. Okay. Well, Nigel Patterson, he's still out. Where's Jeff Rubin? Yeah, it looks like he's making his way down on the pit road. And so it looks like it'll just be, it's just Nigel Patterson be coming down. And he's coming down the backstretch. He should be, I imagine he'll be pitting this time around. I don't know why he's staying out there. And let's see what he does here. Yep, there he is, making his way on in. So that'll wrap it up for the add AI drivers. So now we'll look and see when the human drivers make their way out onto the track. Patterson right now in that P5 position. He just might get bumped though. Got who we have here tonight? We got Andy Casanova, Paul Bajanic, John Casazza, and Paul Smith yet to go out, and they're having to look on a different screen just to see when the AI drivers are done. So hopefully they know that it's okay for them to go out there now. And let me see. I don't know if they know or not. I'm gonna grab Paul real quick. Hey, Paul, Tony in the booth.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm just letting you know you guys got a green light. All the AI cars are in. So whenever y'all are ready.
Yeah, we had a little hiccup there.
Okay then.
John's on his way out.
Okay, 10-4. Good luck, buddy.
All right, buddy.
See ya. And I think I thought he said maybe John. So it's and he said somebody had a little hiccup. Hey, when you're dealing with computer stuff, gotta love computers, man. Sometimes there is a little bit of a hiccup, and I don't know if is he on track or not. Let's see. Let me click on his name and see. No, there he is, John Casazza. I forgot about that. See, there's something weird. I have to actually click on their name. It's not going to show me when they're on track. I have to actually click on their name, so I'm not really sure who's going next. So I will have to search around to see. But let's see. I think it might be Paul Bajanic might be going next. But let's see what John does here. Because I remember how he told me how they're going to do the order here tonight. So here's Casazza making his way down to, I imagine this will be his first hot lap. And he slots in P16 with a 36.154. I know he's not happy with that lap. Definitely hoping to do better than that as he makes his way down the backstretch. Big track here. Worldwide Technology Raceway, formerly known as Gateway. Here he comes now. Let's see if he can pick up that time. Definitely want to improve on that 36.154. Yes, he does. Only 35.924. John Casazza not picking up the time that like he wants to. Now, he does have a third lap if he wants to use it, because it's set up for 3 hot laps, and I definitely think he's going to maybe try and see what happens. I wonder if, let's see, is Paul Bajanic on track? No, he's not. Let's see. Here comes Casazza trying to see if he can improve on that time. He does move up to 15th, 35.836 for John Casazza, and now I got to kind of jump around and find out who's on track. And it is Paul Bajanic. Okay, so I think I know the order now how we're going to do this. Paul Bajanic's up now. I think Andy Casanova will be next. And Bajanic making his way down the backstretch, be coming around to start his first hot lap. Going back to basics with the Bojangles machine. And down to start his first time lap. Right now, the time to beat is 35.11 by Travis Sollenberger. And coming down to the line, let's see what he gets here as he hits his first hot lap on the board. And he will slot in. He will slot in the P15, 35.829. Oh boy, it could be one of those nights, folks. You know, this is one of those bigger tracks. It's right around a mile, and these AI drivers, they get a little feisty on these bigger tracks. It's almost like they can get out and stretch their legs more, and they seem to have a little bit more pep in their step on these bigger tracks. So let's see if Paul can improve on that lap time, trying to improve on that 35.829. Crosses the stripe and unable to improve as that was a 36.164. He does have one more opportunity if he wants to take it. Let's see if he can. I think tonight they're going to use all three of those. Sometimes the guys will do two and just pit, but I think everybody may try to do all three just to see if they can get a better starting position here. Albajani now wrapping up his qualifying, trying to improve from that P15 position. He crosses the stripe, and he does improve his time up to P13, a 35.756. And that's and that gives us now moves us over to Andy Kosilova, your season 3 champion. You know, this race and next week's race, pretty much just racing for fun here now, and the championship's already decided. Kosilova, a very commanding performance this season, both him and his teammate actually. They were very formidable for us. And like Andy said, you know, he didn't always have a great race, and I think he actually thought it would be closer at the championship. Let's see what Kosilova gets here on his first hot lap. He is P18 at 35.852. So he'll be coming around now trying to improve on that time. This will be hot lap number 2. And he improves his time up to P11, 35.625. Nice jump there for Andy Kosilova. Now he does have another lap if he wants to take it. And it sounds like he's still in it, so he might be going for it here. We'll try to see if he can improve on that P11 position. Third and final qualifying lap for the number 93. Trying to improve on that 35.625 P11 starting spot. Let's see, does he move up? Unfortunately not. Right now he remains in that P11 position. And I think that'll bring us over to Paul Smith, and he's already showing times. So I guess he already went out. Okay. Is that everybody? I'm trying to think. Paul must have went out at some point because Paul Smith's already showing times in that P15 position. So I'm thinking that's going to be it then. So that being done, we'll get ready to roll this thing over to the warm-up session here. We'll go ahead and just advance. I don't think there's anybody else that's going out. Paul, John, both Pauls, Andy, they've all gone over. So we'll go ahead and advance this over to the next session, the warm-up session. And I believe from that point, see, one of the weird things was they couldn't see each other on track. That's where I knew something weird was happening. And now you can see all the pit boxes. And I think all the guys will be able to see each other now in this session. So it's weird. Something weird going on with iRacing. It's almost like everybody was in private mode for everything, private quality, and it wasn't even set up that way. So it's very interesting that it turned out that way, but we were still able to get everything going here. So while they're turning a couple of laps here, to a few laps, few final test runs here before the race. We'll hear one more time from our sponsor. We'll be right back. You're watching the Wildcat Welding 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back for the penultimate round of the summer series. You know, hey, we're actually into fall now. We're pretty much over here. Next to last round of the season, round 9, the Wildcat Welding 145, and we got less than a couple of minutes to go in the warm up. So we're going to go ahead and pause a moment for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, folks, it is time to go racing, and pace car is rolling off as they do. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. Travis Sollenberger, he'll be leading them to the green flag with Jeff Rubin starting second, Gardner third, Terrell Rice fourth, Nigel Patterson in fifth position, Dave Kamer is sixth, seventh will be Chris Page, David Carrillo is 8th. 9th, Mike Berg. Brian Rainville rounds out the top 10. And in the 11th position, we have Andy Kosalova. 12th would be Oliver Stevens. 13th, Sarah Oliver. 14th, Paul Bajanic. 15th, Paul Smith. 16th, Ashton Rice. And starting 17th is Clay Rice. 8th, John Casaza starting shotgun in the field at 18th. And I don't know why my page won't scroll over for that. Beautiful night for racing out here. 74-degree air temperature, winds 4 miles an hour. Track temperature 76 degrees at this 1.25 mile facility. They're running the regular 40% fuel. They have 3 sets of tires. Except they start with additional sets. 2 faster pairs for 145 laps. We got a green flag.
Green.
We are racing here at Gateway. But Sollenberger on his way down to turn 1. AI driver's looking pretty strong right now. John Casaza, he has a chance to take back that 3rd position. His teammate Mike Berg's looking pretty good in that 10th spot right now. So they coming out of turn 4. Sollenberger looks like he will hold on to that lead position. He will lead lap number 1. And boy, look at this tight field back here. I mean, Brian Rainville right there trying to catch David Carrillo. Dave Kamer right behind him. And the Kosalova ball, boy, they're right there. There's Kosalova and Paul Bajanic right behind him. Battling for position. Koslova's got that 11th spot. We'll try to see if he can make his way up into the top 10 here. Trying to get past the 33 there, Oliver Stevens. Right now, he does get past. So now he's in the 10th spot, challenging the 36 of David Carrillo. They race down into turn 1 and 2. Getting right on the bumper at 11 there, Dave Kamer. Getting just a little bit of a love tap as they go down the backstretch. Paul Bajanic right behind him, trying to follow him right wherever Andy's going. Paul Bajanic's trying to follow him right on through. Andy's now to that 9th spot. Paul Bajanic's 3rd. Not surprising to see these two together. They've been battling each other all season long. Let's look a little further back. John Casaza, he's back there battling with Clay Rice at the moment for that 16th position. Now, Paul Smith, it seemed to, I thought Paul was faster than that in practice. I thought I saw him turning 35-second laps. And right now, he could be just chilling out at the back. I don't know. Casaza does get past the 13 there, Clay Rice. Teammate a couple of cars up ahead of him. He's battling for that 15th spot, trying to get it from Sarah Oliver as they race down the backstretch. Meanwhile, further up, Andy Kosalova, he has made his way up to the 6th position. Paul Bajanic, a couple of spots back in 8th. Now just driving under Terrell Rice, he gets that 7th spot. So, boy, he is really sticking with the 93 there, Andy Kosalova, on lap 6 of 145. So they are making their way through the field. Can they get to the front? Sollenberger, he only has just around maybe 0.4 of a second, about 0.35. I'll take that back. It's Tony Gardner is at the lead now. Got ahead of Sollenberger, and this guy right here. This is one of the main reasons Andy Kosalova also has had such a strong season. He's had a very strong teammate, and we didn't even get a chance to look at it during the pre-race show, and I was going to show you where all the AI drivers, the teammates, are standing in the draft because season 4. there will be a draft, and obviously you're not going to get the same teammate. And the way that works in this league, the lowest scoring human driver. It's just, think of it like football. The team with one of the worst records, they'll be higher up in the draft pick, and so they'll be looking at a first rounder, and that would probably looks like it'll most likely be Paul Smith, a running back that right now currently in a bunch of traffic, and so Paul he'll have some good choices to choose from next season in the AI draft. And they're not here tonight, but Ron Walters, he started. I think he was running all around on vacation all half the season and during the summer, and so he only made maybe a third of the races, maybe, and so he'll most likely be get the second pick in the draft. And obviously, as going on up the order there, I'm thinking maybe John Casazza will get the third pick, followed by well, it may be him and it may be Harold Rothman, because Casazza, he's running 11th right now. Where is his teammate Mike Berg? Mike's down there in 17th. Yeah, Casazza, I think he'll be happy to get a new teammate, because Mike was ahead of him at the start of the race, and now he's just falling back, and that has hurt John, and he's ready to trade up, I'm sure. So Casazza, it's where he was right now. He's fourth in the standings, so he would have been the third round pick. But Harold Rothery not being here tonight, that may move Casazza up to P3 in the championship standings, which means it'll actually move him down a spot into qualifying in the draft for next season, which would move Harold Rothery ahead of him as far as the draft pick is concerned. Harold Rothery's teammate Ashton Rice not doing too bad here tonight, running in the top 10 there in the 8th position. She's kind of had a so-so season, She does manage to get into the top 10. She's not one of the, not like a Tony Gardner or Travis Sollenberger. She hasn't been running in the top 5 a whole lot, but she does manage to get into the top 10. Not necessarily stay there, but has had a fairly decent season. If Harold Rothery had been able to be here the entire season, he might have, who knows, he might have been in a little bit more contention for the lead there. Paul Bajanic, he's currently running in that 5th position. His teammate is the number 11 there, Dave Kamer. And Dave, where is Dave? He's down in the 15th position. Paul's kind of in the same boat like John Casazza. I think they're both ready to kind of trade up and get a different teammate, because these two guys, they're just not that fast. And Paul right now, being as he is second in the championship standings, he's not going to get that. He's not going to get that high a draft pick. In fact, he'll be probably number 5. We have 6 human drivers, so he'll be get the 5th pick overall. And of course, that leaves Andy Koslova, who's actually falling behind Bajanic in this race. That will. He'll get the last pick overall, being the defending champion from season 3. So that could have a very telling effect next season. He'll definitely just have to continue to try to have strong runs like he did this season, and hopefully have at least have a good defense of his championship. It'll be very interesting to see how things cycle through next season. There's Paul Smith trying to chase down John Casazza for position, trying to get that 11th spot. Casazza right on that outside. And they come off that turn onto the backstretch. Casazza, he's able to hold on so far as they race down the backstretch. Paul Smith is right there, though. and make their way down through turns 3 and 4. Casazzo does manage for the moment to stay in that 10th position. Tony Gardner and Travis Sollenberger, they're up at the front battling for position. Jeff Rubin, he's just kind of been quietly racing along in that 3rd spot. Kind of just minding his own business, watching the 2 leaders duke it out. And he doesn't have a teammate at all. Nobody picked him this year at all. So he's definitely going to be on somebody's radar, I believe. I definitely think he might be on somebody's radar for next season. So we'll see if he gets a teammate in season 4. Chris Page having a good run tonight. Don't know if Chris has always been up towards the front, but he's running in that top 5 tonight. So far, so good. He's got Paul Bajanic right behind him, though. Paul Bajanic challenging for that 5th spot. Let's see what kind of speeds they're turning here. Oh, Bajanic trying to take a little peek down on the inside. They come off the corner there, going down the back stretch. Looks like they're hitting about 141 miles an hour as they go into turn 3. Let's see what they do on turn 1 as they enter turn 1 here. Let's see, does he get up to 141? Boy, he's going up there fast. About 142 from the looks of it. Now they run a fixed setup. This is a setup for this car, for this track. But I don't know, that gearing is really, it's not hitting the chip, but still, it looks like it's really winding that car out. And Paul Bajanic, it looks like he might get, he's trying to get that. Oh, he's so close at the line. He was 4th for a hot second there, and then he fell back to 5th, and now he's going to get it as they go into the turn. And there's Andy Casalova going to sneak through as well, hopefully, as they come off of turn 2. Both of them now really trying to get their rhythm going, and they're slowly working their way up to the front. And Bajanic, he's in that high groove there as they go through turns 3 and 4. Casalova taking a look down on the inside. 2 champions battling for position here. That may be the setup for this track, but it sounds to me like maybe they could that gear could be adjusted a notch. That's what it feels like. But that thing is really wound up as they go down the backstretch. Now, this is about as big as a track you'd put this car on anyway, I would imagine, around a 1 mile track. These cars they do a lot more short track racing. But Casalova, he does manage to get ahead of Paul Bajanic, moves into that 4th position. Paul Bajanic not giving up without a fight, though. Now he will slide in behind the 93. Casalova, he is, but boy, he's like 6.5 seconds back from his teammate, Tony Gardner, who's leading the race. And so, I mean, mathematically, Casalova had already locked up the championship, and with his teammate out front like that, and being chased by Travis Sallenberger, who also does not have a teammate this season. He is also, he's probably definitely going to be on somebody's radar for season 4. He has definitely been running around in the top 5 throughout the season. A little bit of a gap between him and Jeff Rubin. Casalova is next. Still has Paul Bajanic behind him. And a little bit further down the order, there's Paul Smith. He's in the 10th spot now. John Casals is right behind him. So they're also making their way up through the field. Smith has gained 5 spots. Casazza has gained 6 since the start of the race. So as this race is winding down, we're only 24 laps in. It takes a little time to get around here and turn a lap here. Over half a minute just to turn a lap with 35 seconds. Definitely, I think they're moving a little bit. They're turning better laps than they were during qualified. Casazza trying to size him up. I know Casazza, he's good at he's a tire whisperer. He knows how to make those tires last. But I don't know if he's having to really push them extra hard on this bigger track here. Don't know if it's allowing him to manage the tires like he would like to normally manage them. But he's knocking on the door of a top 10 position. They've got Ashton Rice ahead of them. Kosilova trying to catch the 49 car. Andy Kosilova, he has gotten ahead of Paul Bajanic. In fact, Paul Bajanic has lost a couple of positions, now back in that 7th spot. Not sure if he went off track or anything. I don't see any, let's see. I don't see anywhere where he went off track, any reports of him going off track. And here he comes down pit road. Green flag pit stop here on lap 27 for Paul Bajanic, making his way down. First one of the evening, folks. You know, to tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting him to come in that soon. But here he is, making his way down to his pit box. And he's in. Let's see if he can get tires and fuel. And looks like he's just getting fuel only. He must be happy with the tire wear. And he's down and away. 11.9 seconds for Bajanic. Tony Gardner, Andy Kosilova's teammate, making his way down on pit road. Jeff Rubin's also on pit road. The next 2 cars to come down on the pit road. Bajanic now just exiting, trying to get up to speed. Now, of course, it looks like he'll lose a lap in the process. But, of course, everybody else is going to have to pit as well. Let's see. Race leader Travis Sollenberger. He's on pit road. That'll hand the lead to Kosilova. And he's going a little bit further. Paul Bajanic, he pitted on lap 26. And now we're on lap 29. So Kosilova might be getting a little bit better fuel mileage here, or just wants to stretch it out a little further. And pretty much everybody else is on pit road. Everybody came down pit road. John Casazza, there he is, getting to his pit box. A lot of activity on pit road. See, where's Paul Smith at? He's on pit road. There's Paul, and he's just finishing up his pit stop. And now here comes Kosilova making his way down, pitting on lap 29. And right now, this is sort of good for Kosilova because everybody's on pit road. They're just starting to head out and get up to speed. So they all lost. They're all at the tail end of the lead lap, so to speak. So this will buy him a little bit of time. He is getting a full service here, and I was looking at the timing tower. I saw him get the left side tires. Did he get all 4 or just 2? I did not notice if he got all 4 or not. I know he got the left side. It might have just been a 2-tire stop. 12.5 seconds stop there for Kosilova. We saw Paul Bajanic, and his was 11.9. But he took fuel only. So Tony Gardner is in the lead at the moment. He pitted also on lap 27. Sollenberger, the top 3 are still up there in just the mixed order there. Gardner, Sollenberger is second. Jeff Rubin remains in that 3rd spot. He's been very consistent. A little bit further back, there's Kosilova in that 4th position. Boy, he's trying to hunt down of those top three. They're at the other end of the straightaway at the moment, about almost 5.5 seconds ahead of him. But that is his goal now, to see if he can run those three down. Yeah, I tell you, his teammate looking like he may be trying to get another win here tonight. A bit further down the order was Paul Bajanic. Both Pauls right there back to back. Paul Bajanic in the 8th position, followed by Paul Smith running 9th, and John Casazza right there. So the 8th, 9th, and 10th. It kind of looks like a 3-car battle there for that 8th position, basically. Boy, Paul Smith there saw him grab a bit of that apron. Paul Bajanic got a little close to that wall as they raced down lap 33. Oslov up ahead, still in the 4th position. And Paul Bajanic, he runs a bit wide. I think Casazza might trying to get up under him. In fact, he might be trying to do the double here, boy. He's got a good position on Paul Smith here. Casazza might pull off a 2-position change here and put him into that 8th spot. Smith trying to hold on to the 9th spot. Paul Bajanic got a little squirrely there, and he manages to hold on to it, but he is back in that 10th position. These guys really battling hard here. Koslova, he's still up here pretty much by himself right now. Got a nice buffer between him and Nigel Patterson, 3.4 seconds, but he's over almost, he's well over 5.5 seconds behind Jeff Rubin. So right now he's not making headway on the top 3, just off the podium, running in that 4th position. We're 35 laps in. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Wildcat Welding 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we are back here at lap 39 of 145. Andy Casanova remains in that 4th position. And Well, I tell you, he is like 11 seconds back from your leader. You can see where he is on the track map coming off of turn 4. Leader's just going into turn 1, but the leader's his teammate, Tony Gardner. So if it was still a battle for the championship, yeah, that would be very good for Andy Casanova. But right now, well, I tell you, he's having a hard time catching his teammate, Travis Sollenberger. He's in the second spot. Jeff Rubin remains planted in that third position with Casanova in that fourth spot, comfortably ahead of the 31 there, Nigel Patterson. And he still has Chris Page. All these guys are kind of locked into their positions. No one's getting the better of anyone at the moment. A lot of the battling been behind David Carrillo here at 7th position. It's been John Casaza, Paul Smith, and Paul Bajanic. Now, Bajanic has dropped off a little bit. Casaza still has Paul Smith kind of tearing him like a little bit of a shadow there. Smith trying that inside line, taking a little look down on the inside. Not really close enough to get a pass going there, though, as they race down the backstretch. Casaza looking for a good result. He's had a lot of opportunities to get some good results. If something weird happens, just the way that pit stops fall or something, or for whatever reason, he just doesn't always get right up there. But right now, having a nice little battle with Paul Smith, who I should say I'm very happy to see on track. That man has had so luck this season as he battles now for that position, trying to get that 8th spot from John Casaza. Looks like he's going to get it. And boy, I tell you, Paul Smith, he needs some luck. He has not had any this season at all. And he manages to hold on to the 8th position. Casaza, for a minute I thought he was going to try to do the crossover there. They stay nose to tail as they go down into turn 1. Nice battle going on between those two right there. Paul Bajanic, he's a little bit further back. No pressure right now from Brian Rainville, who's right behind him. But, well, maybe I spoke too soon. Looks like Brian Rainville's coming up pretty quick. Boy, he's really passing Paul Bajanic. Almost like he was standing still. I don't know if Paul is just trying to nurse his tires or what. But, the 17 car kind of just drives on past the number 3 machine there, and there's Terrell Rice down on the inside. He might be getting position on as well. There, going into turns 1 and 2. And I heard Casaza downshifting. I don't know. Looks like he's kind of pushing up a little bit there. I didn't notice anybody else downshifting. Maybe he's trying something different, but I don't think that's working out too good for him there. It cost him a couple of spots. You see Ashton Rice got past him. So now that drops him all the way down to the 13th position. And see, Casaza, he's running 9th. Ashton Rice, that's Harold Rothman's teammate. She's in the 12th position. She's well ahead of Mike Berg. Mike Berg is John Casaza's teammate. Matter of fact, he was running 16th. It looked like he just got past the 11 of Dave Kamer. Moved into that 15th position. And he is, it looked like Dave Kamer might be trying to come back on him here a little bit. And we see Paul Bajanic coming down on pit road. This will be green flag pit stop number 2 for the number 3 machine as he makes his way down onto pit road. Here on lap 46. And I'm going to bet that he's going to get a set of tires this time around. Let's see what happens as he makes his way down to his pit box. Comes to a stop, and let's see if the jack goes up on it. And yeah, here we go. And I'm betting this will be a 4-tire stop. Now, will he lose only 1 lap, or is he going to lose 2 laps? Now, your leader, Tony Gardner, he's in the middle of 3 and 4. He's probably going to lose 2 laps with a 4-tire stop. And you see your leader coming down the front stretch there, and he's on his way out. 22.8 seconds for Paul Bajanic, and he is on his way. Might start seeing some other folks coming in, and once he gets out on track, yep, he is indeed 2 laps down, but he should be able to get back on the lead lap. Hopefully this whole thing will cycle around. The way these guys are spread out, knock on wood, we could see another flag-to-flag race here tonight, caution-free. They've done it before. It's been a little while since they've had a caution-free race, but they definitely have done it. Tony Gardner stays out. Sollenberger, he also stays out, same as the 7 Jeff Rubin. Andy Casanova, yep, he is staying out, so he ran a couple of extra laps anyway, I believe, the last time around when Janik first pitted. He was the first guy to pit all evening long on the first round of green flag pit stop runs. And so far, no one else has opted to come in yet. But Janik, he hasn't lost any more positions, but he does have those fresh tires. He's running 2 laps down in the 18th spot. But he should be turning some good laps with that fresh rubber on. And right now, he's right behind 3rd place Jeff Rubin. In fact, he might be closing it down just a little bit. It was 2.6, now 2.58 between him and the number 7. And, you know, this could end up being a fuel mileage setup. Somebody's on pit road. That's Tony Gardner. And he's making his way down as Paul Janik goes back through. Now, Gardner, he was the leader, but he gave up the lead when he came down on pit road. So, Paul Janik right now is still 2 laps down. In fact, he'll probably be that way until the entire field comes in and pits. And he has to wait for that whole cycle to go around before he will get back on the lead lap. And definitely hoping there will not be any kind of a caution. But he's still showing now. Tony Gardner, Tony Gardner, he got in and out. He didn't even lose a lap. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. And let's see, where is he? There's Gardner. He is going down into turns 3 and 4. And Paul Janik is just about to hit turn 3. So he's not too far behind Tony Gardner, but like you look on the track map, he's 18th. Where is he? There he's 18th, and Gardner is 17th. They're like a couple of corners away. Like Gardner, he's gonna get through turns 3 and 4. By the time he gets through 4, Paul Janik will just about be getting to turn 3. And Andy Casanova, now he's cycled up to that second position. I'm sorry, not second, but 3rd position. And for a minute there, I thought he was coming down the pit, but he's staying out as well. Like I said, this is one of those kind of races where they can really almost expect a flag-to-flag running, which sometimes could be a little exhausting because you don't have those cautions where you can kind of just stop for a moment and catch your breath, take a little bit of a mental break. Because right now, everybody's just grinding it out the whole time. And let's go back and see Paul Smith and John Casazzo. Yep, they're still battling it out. They're probably working harder than anybody else on track at the moment. Those two look like they've probably been trading positions for a while. Paul Smith now ahead of Casazza. And but John, he's still right there. Not too far behind. Everybody hit some traffic here. Let's see how Paul Smith deals with this as they race down the back. That's Chris Page and the 31 there, Nigel Patterson. Patterson's up on that high side a little bit. Oh, did I see a little wobble from the 16? Boy, and Paul Smith, he does squeeze on through. I see Jeff Rubin coming down on pit road. Oh, Paul Smith, he cuts up right in front of the 16. Man, that was close. Boy, from the angle that we were looking at it, that looked a lot closer than would be considered comfortable, I would imagine. And now Smith is trying to navigate his way past the 31 and Nigel Patterson. And that is a battle for position. Patterson in that, actually, I'll take that back. Patterson's in 6th now. And we see some guys, Patterson, he got on pit road. That's why he fell down. So Paul Smith is now in 3rd. Make it 2nd. Kosilova is still out. So that graduates him to the 2nd position. John Casaza battling with Chris Page for the podium position. And looks like he'll move past the 16. And he's coming down on pit road though. And so he was just about to get past, but now he's going to go ahead and come in and pit. And Paul Smith also pitted as well. Boy, Andy Kosilova has stayed out. He has not pitted since lap 29. And I know he got a set of left side tires. Not sure if it was a full set of tires or not, but I know he got left sides. I was looking at something else and I noticed the left side tires going on. And now Kosilova makes his way in. And boy, he's coming in fast. Better be careful, not get him speeding. He get to the cones. I guess he slowed down in time. Hopefully he did. Boy, I guess we'll find out when we get to the pit box there. Hopefully it'll just be in and out for him as he makes his way down to his pit stall. And let's see, is he going to get tires? Maybe don't think so. Oh, he is going to get tires. He's getting right sides, if anything. And if he doesn't get left sides, that might mean that when we saw him get those left sides, that's what he did. He got left sides the last time around, and now he's getting right sides only, and trying to keep pit stops times down to a minimum. Looks like he's going to come out in the 4th position behind Gardner, Rubin, and Sollenberger, who have dominated the top 3 all race long. So Kosilova running a good, smart race. And where he's coming out at, he's still, right now he's about 14 and a half seconds behind the leader. So he might be losing a little bit of ground each time he does a green flag pit stop, but he is still just off that podium. He's still running in that 4th position. Now that he's gotten up there, he had to race his way up there when him and Paul Bojanic were coming through the field. Let's look further on back. Paul Smith in that 8th position. Got John Casaza not too far behind him. Where is Paul Bojanic? He got 1 lap back. He didn't get both of them back. So he got those 4 tires all at one time. That's probably what hurt him time-wise the most. And now you got to wonder if maybe he will change up his strategy. Maybe he'll do a right sides on next time around. Lap 61 of 145. Tony Gardner up in front there. He's hitting he's already gotten past that traffic. That's Mike Berg, Clay Rice behind him. Well, he's trying to stay ahead of the 45. They're racing him down to turn 3. That's Andy Kosilova's teammate. Tony Gardner looks like he could be cruising to another victory here tonight. He comes down to the stripe to start lap 63. Starting to get a little bit closer to the halfway. I mean, it's not going to be a even number. It's like 72 and a half. So I guess we just say 73. We'll round up to an even number there. It'll pretty much be the halfway point for them. Bajanic, his teammate Dave Kamer, in that 11th position. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. Mike Berg, Clay Rice, Oliver Stevens, and Bajanic are all 1 lap down. Ashton Rice, she's in the 12th position, battling with her brother Terrell Rice there, as a matter of fact. Just getting past him for that 11th position, and she might be able to hold on to it, and looks like she will. Oh, Terrell Rice almost came back up there. Had to get out of it there quickly. There's Casaza a little bit further down in that 9th position. He still has Paul Smith right in front of him, but the gap's 1.6 seconds, I believe. Paul's, let's see, where's Paul at? There he is. Getting closer to Nigel Patterson and Chris Page. Now that is also a battle for position as well. Smith trying to work his way into position here. And consider, you know, like I was saying earlier, I tell you, considering the bad luck that he has had, right now he's on pace to have a neat finish here. Right now, running in well into the top 10. Definitely like to see him finish there for sure. If he can get past these folks, it would not be out of the realm of possibility to maybe crack into the top 5. That could be one of his best finishes so far this season. This could actually be one of his best finishes so far this season. The way he's running right now, it's like it's taking a while to get there, but he's slowly working his way up on these guys. Kosilova right now running in pretty clean air, and almost 5 seconds behind Bajanic, who's not on the lead lap. So that would not be a battle for position if he were to catch the car. But he is, I think he was like, at one point he was around 14 seconds behind. Now he's like 12.9, make it 13. So he might have shaved down a second on the leader. But I'll tell you, they're getting along at a pretty healthy pace here. There's Travis Sollenberger in that 3rd position. And Jeff Rubin moving up to 2nd position. That's the highest I've seen him all race, I believe. Matter of fact, according to their relative there, I think that's actually where he started. So he's kind of just getting back where he actually started. Because they've got several lap cars that they're going to have to deal with. Tony Gardner, meanwhile, is a bit further down the field. He's running in clean air at the moment. No traffic ahead of him at all. Who is that in front of him? That's the 78 of Sarah Oliver. It's about 1.3 seconds down the road. A lot easier to manage one car as opposed to 2 or 3 in these turns. Oh, looked like he pushed up there a little bit going through that turn. Now, lap 70 of 145, I'm going to say about maybe 3 more laps, we'll be at the halfway point. Kosilova making his way around. Start lap number 71. Now, this could be interesting tire-wise. Now, Kosilova, he came in and that first pit stop, he did, I believe, left sides only. The second pit stop, he did right sides only. Now, we saw Paul Bajanic do a full tire stop the last time he was in. So, right now, Andy has one more full set in the pits. They have 3 sets total, a set they start with, plus 2 additional sets. So he's already, now he's on his, he did his first left and right side tires. So whether or not he continue with that strategy of just doing one side at a time per start, I mean, of course, you know, the benefit of doing that is you keep that lap time as low as possible. Definitely keep yourself out of danger of like going a lap down. So that part of the strategy has been working out pretty good for him. And look at John Casazza has gotten ahead of Paul Smith. So yeah, he's all this time they've been battling, and Casazza, he got that pass. And let's see if we can go back and see. Let me see if I can find that where he made the pass, and I'm sure it's back here somewhere. Let's see. I'm trying to see where he passed. Because I have a lot of incidents that I can look at. But I don't see the one where John passed Paul Smith at. It's got to be, it's in here somewhere. Right now, he's currently running in that 8th position. Here it is. Let's go back and take a look at that passer. This is where John Casazza made the pass down on the outside here. He's hanging tough on the outside, and looks like they're racing down to the stripe, down to turn 1, and it looks like that's where Casazza kind of beat him in there and was managed to hold on to it, and that's where he moved up into that 8th position. So good move there for Casazza. Right on the tail end of there, Chris Page now at the moment. Smith about 2 seconds behind him. So he has a little ground that he has to make up here. Now lap 77 of 145, we're past the halfway point now. Casanova up in that 4th position. About 13 3/4 seconds behind the leaders. He's gotten as close as, well, he's fallen as far as about 14 seconds. I guess he's trying to keep it from being too much further than that. I tell you, his teammate, Tony Gardner, has been absolutely on fire here tonight. Him and Sollenberger been very strong. And the number 7, Jeff Rubin. Definitely the 3 strongest drivers out there tonight at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Boy, this is turning into one of those situations that Paul Bajanic, did he pit somewhere? Okay, I think we were looking at something else, and Paul Bajanic came in and pitted on lap 72. Might have been watching when Paul Smith and Casazza were battling back there. But Paul has gone another lap down, so he's once again, you know, we saw him in another race where he kind of got out of sync with the pit stops a little bit, or got behind with the pit stops, I should say, and just couldn't recover. And it kind of looks like this might be one of those nights as well. And seems to be riding along fine, but the pit stops just haven't worked out for him tonight, and he is running 18th position, 2 laps down. Him and Casanova had been battling each other or playing follow the leader through the traffic, working their way to the front earlier on in the race. They've both been progressing nicely. So we got somebody on pit road. That's David Carrillo making his way down. And somebody else just came in too. I think it was Nigel Patterson. Yep, he's making his way in as well. So we're going to have some folks move up a little bit. Andy was already in 4th. That's going to graduate John Casazza up to the 5th position. Hasselhover's teammate, Tony Gardner, on pit road, along with Sollenberger also coming in. That's going to move Ruben up to the lead. And let's see, is Hasselhover stay out? Yes, he stayed out, so that'll move him into that second position. John Casazza will eventually get up to third as he goes past the cars that are on pit road. They'll put John Casazza up into a podium position. Of course, there's still a lot of racing to go, and they're still going to have to pit before the. I'm thinking that. Well, let's see. Last time that Casazza pitted was lap 57. So it was less than 30 laps. Casazza, he pitted on lap 58. Now, is he going to? Can he make it to 88? Is he going to try to go 30 laps or so? Or not? Because the gap that he's in right now, you know, he's right now in that second position. Now, once he pits, those other drivers, they're going to come around and probably get those positions back. Sollenberger is actually one lap down. And let's see, Tony Gardner, he's 7th. And where is the number 7 at? He is, I'm sorry, Ruben is still leading. He hasn't pitted yet. He pitted on lap 55. So he's still out there. And he's the only thing that's keeping Andy Hasselhover from getting back up to the lead position at the moment. Well, I tell you, I bet you their fuel calculations are all going crazy here tonight, folks. And there goes Jeff Rubin making his way on the pit road, and that will hand the lead to Andy Hasselhover. Boy, it's taken him this long. It'll be lap 84, but he will be your leader as he starts lap 84. Took him that many laps to get to the front. Hasselhover finally made it. It could be fleeting, as he obviously is going to have to pit at some point, having just pitted on lap 58. Getting close to 30 laps now that he's been out there. If he turns 4 more laps. Matter of fact, let's take a look at get rid of that. Let's put up the, where is the strategy? Well, let's look at the stint lengths here. And Hasselhover, his first one was 29, second one was 29, and right now he's on 26 laps. So he did just about go 30 laps before. Casazza almost matched him. He did a 29 lap stint. Chris Page actually went 30 laps at one point. And so, yeah, they definitely, you know, everybody's got different strategies. Hasselhover right now holding on to the lead at the moment. Of course, you know, he'd love to have a caution or something like that. And I see John Casazza, he is peeling off and having to give up that podium position, come down on the pit road, green flag pit stop for the number 15. Now let's see what John does here. Is he going to get tires or is it just fuel? It looks like it's just fuel here at the moment. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't seen him the last couple of times he was in. That was 11.9 second stop. That wasn't bad at all. He might lose a lap or he might be on the tail end of the lead lap. Let's see. Right now he's coming out in 13th. And where's your leader at? Oh, he's just making his way out. So I think he did lose a lap. And let's see. Yep, he is in the lucky dog position as he goes and gets up to speed in that 13th spot. He's about to get back on the lead lap because here comes your leader, Andy Hasselhover. Well, I say he's going to get back on the lead lap. Other folks have to pit as well. Chris Page is coming in behind him. And let's see if Hasselhover does, is he going to do left sides only or maybe right sides only? It looks like it's just fuel from what we can see here. Trying to do something like around 11 second stop, and that was a little slower, 12.6 for Hasselhover, and he's on his way And that's really dropped him down to right now he's P8. And let's see. That stop definitely was that one dropped him down to order. That's the furthest I've seen him down in a while. And but there's some guys in front of him that are going to be pitting. One of them's Terrell Rice. He's making his way down pit road. And Mike Berg, he's coming in as well. So Kosilova, he's about to gain a couple more spots. He's 8th. There he is now, making his way up past those guys that are coming down on pit road. So put him in that 5th position. Now lap 90 of 145. Kosilova, he cycles back up to that 4th position. And the gap's now, he's around 13 seconds. And once it continues to be Tony Gardner up at the front with Jeff Rubin. Now he was running 3rd for a long time in the race. He got past Sollenberger, and he's been able to hold on to it. But I don't know. Here comes Travis Sollenberger trying to get that position back, and they're about to hit some. Oh, and we got us a caution. Caution, folks, here on lap 91. And I don't know what happened. I don't see anybody. Who is that? I see the 11 there, Dave Kamer. He just stopped for some reason. Not sure what happened with him. Let's go back and see if we can take a look. Maybe we can see what happened to the 11. And if I can, let me hit play, that would help. And he's already sitting there. So did he just stop? Let's see. It looked like he was just going slow. I don't know if he's going very slow down the front stretch. Don't see any damage on the car. Did he run out of gas? That car is, you know what? I think he might have ran out of gas. Because he's just grinding to a halt. That's what happened, folks. His strategy, fuel strategy, did not pay off, and we are under caution because that number 11, eventually he's going to have to tow in because he ran out of gas. There's Tony Gardner coming down pit road. Boy, this kind of shakes things up here a little bit. Wow. Let's see who's coming in. Jeff Rubin, he's pitting in. David Carrillo, Nigel Patterson making his way in. Chris Page, they're all coming in. That Sollenberger, he stayed out. Andy Kosilova, he's in that 2nd position. Let's see if we can grab Andy here real quick. And where is he? There he is. Hey Andy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Tony, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. This thing's a little bit of a marathon, isn't it?
I did not want that caution. I was going to be in Pittsburgh and everybody.
Yeah.
I was doing good on fuel, and I was keeping them in my sights, and I was in good shape there. I did not want that.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know? The car, I saw it slow off of 4, and then I was like, what is going on? And then the caution came out, so,
yeah. I think he literally just ran out of fuel, the number 11. And
yeah, that's what I think too. But I'm like, isn't a computer supposed to be pretty a lot smarter than that? Like he wasn't even on the access road. Like, he ran out in the middle of 3 and 4.
Exactly, yeah. And but you know, all of those AI drivers, their strategies are all different, and sometimes they do good, and sometimes I guess this proves that sometimes they can, make a bad choice and just don't hold up there.
Yep, he definitely made a bad choice for me. I don't know how it's going to turn out now. I think I was running 4th there, and I was kind of on my own, and I was going to be good. I was going to overtake those first 3 with the pit strategy, but Oh well, see how it goes now.
Do you think it'd be more of a thing now? You just have to race them, or is because
Yeah,
we're
I don't
on
think I
lap
have anything for
94,
him though. Yeah, I just don't have anything for him though. I don't think.
right?
So,
Do you have any tires left?
Yep, I got a full set left. I'll probably take rights in another about 30 laps here on my next pit stop, and that'll be that for the end, I think.
10-4. I'm gonna go ahead and put you down to the back to the chat down there. Good luck. Talk to you later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Andy Koslova not looking for that caution flag at all. But hey, that's how it happens. But at least he's up there. I think some of these guys in front of him are going to get a wave around because they're between him and Sollenberger, who's your leader. So I think it's about the 4 of them maybe that are going to, if we get the one to go this time around, should be I think Ashton Rice, Sarah Oliver, and even Paul Smith. I think I think he'll get a wave around as well. Yep, there he goes. Oh. Did they check up on him, or is he going to get to go around? Oh no, what's going on here? There he is. Okay. For a minute there, I thought they were making him go to the end of the line. So he does get the wave around as these guys line up for the restart. It'll be a lap 96. And like Koslova was saying, instead he was hoping he was going to jump him on field strategy, but now looks like it'll be a situation where he's just going to have to race him down to the end, although he knows he didn't have anything for him. Paul Bajanic trying to get off a pit road. He was able to take advantage of that and basically kind of a free pit stop. He's still a lap down, but hopefully he can get up to speed quick enough. There's a big gap in the field. I don't know why. Why is the rest of I know what it is. It's those cars that got the wave around. I'm not sure. Okay. I guess so. They're making sure that the field is all packed up. Looks like they are. For a minute, it looked like they were all separated. But they're pretty much all together for the restart here. And look at Koslova. Right there, his teammate behind him, Sollenberger in front. They're racing down the backstretch. I guess Andy going to see if he can do something with these guys. He did say he was kind of cruising along a little bit. Oh, there's Gardner down behind him. He's running right ahead of his teammate, Tony Gardner. This may be one of the first times this season where he's actually raced his teammate for position. And Gardner's got a little room on the inside. I think Koslova's going to have to give him some room as they come off the turn. No, he still managed to hold on to the lead. Andy Koslova trying to fight to stay ahead of Tony Gardner, Jeff Rubin, and Travis Sollenberger, who have been very strong up at the front. But here's Koslova now. Got several car lengths on these guys. Let's look back and see. There's John Casaza in the 8th position. I believe that's where he was the last time we were looking at him. And he got a bit of traffic he has to deal with. But maybe he can make up some spots here. Not a whole lot of room to work with right now. Almost 3 wide going into turns 3 and 4. Trying to stay close to Nigel Patterson there, trying to get that spot from the 31 car. Couldn't quite get there. They're still racing hard down the front stretch. And he's trying to see if he can hold on. It looks like he's hanging on tough on the high side. Will he be able to get past the 31 as they go down the back stretch? He's just about a car length in front. He should be able to, he might be able to, oh, no, I don't know. Was he close enough? He does tuck down in the corner. So Casaza does get that 6th position. He actually gained 2 spots. So John Casaza now up to the 6th position. But boy, I tell you, he's got to fight tooth and nail to keep that. While he's battling along, and Paul Smith is a little bit further back in the 11th position. He's battling with Mike Berg there. Is that for position? Yes, no, it is not. Mike Berg is he's in 16th position, a lap down. Paul Smith is on the lead lap. So that is not a position that he's battling for. Now the 98 Terrell Rice, that is position for him. The 98 is a couple of 2-3 cars behind him, so he is interested in keeping him back there. Paul Bojanic now in the 15th position. He's only one lap down. And he doesn't have anybody around him that he's really battling. The 33 car, Oliver Stevens, is a couple of cars up ahead of him. But Paul has to catch him. Got looks like Brian Rainville right there between him and the 33. So now everybody's battling all around. Kozlova up at the front. His teammate did eventually get past him into that lead position. Kozlova now trying to hang on. That'd be kind of neat to have a 1-2 finish for his team. Travis Sollenberger, him and Jeff Rubin now mixing it up pretty good back there. But Kozlova gap is now actually almost half a second between him and his teammate Tony Gardner. They're lap 103. Everybody should probably have to come in and pit at least one more time before this race is over. So I'm thinking this race, they'll definitely have to pit at least one more time. I tell you, this has been a heck of a race. A little grueling, but still, you know, they've just been grinding it out. That one caution flag, Dave Kamer running out of fuel. He's actually still running, by the way. He managed to, I guess he towed back to the pits and got some more fuel in that thing. He's 4 laps down in that 18th position. That's Paul Bojanic's teammate. Paul, he's in that 15th spot, only 1 lap down. And still trying to catch Oliver Stevens, trying to get past Brian Rainville. Oh, he might get past Rainville and Stevens. He's already, he was ahead of Stevens for a moment there. And it looks like he might run out of space here as they go down to turn 3. He was trying to pass both of them at the same time. He's going to get Stevens this time down on the inside. So put him up to the 14th position. Paul Bojanic racing hard, no matter where he's at in the field. Oliver Stevens trying to come back on him. That's Ron Walters' teammate. So Ron Walters' teammate trying to make life a little difficult. Oh, look at Paul Smith. Where did he come from? Now, that's not for position. Paul Smith, he's in the 10th position. And these guys are not on the lead lap with him. Smith, he pitted on lap 79. Right now, he's feeling pretty racy there. Running in that top 10 position. Sarah Oliver was a couple of cars behind him. She just got past the 33 Oliver, and so now so she's battling, and so Paul Smith, he's got a fight on his hand. Everybody's battling somebody in different positions throughout the field. That's always great to see. John Casaza, let's see, where is he at? He's in the midst of a multi-car battle right here. Everybody around him is for position. John Casaza fighting to get another good finish here tonight. This could be, one of his better finishes this season. In that 6th position, he's moved up 11 spots from where he qualified. I don't think he was pretty happy with his qualifying at all. But he's pretty good at tire management. Right now he's chasing David Carrillo there right in front of him. Nigel Patterson right behind him and Chris Page. So no rest for the number 15 as he's trying to hold on to that 6th position. Nigel Patterson now getting a bit closer as they go down the backstretch. I'm trying to think. I don't know when Koslova said he was going to come in one more time. Yeah, I'm wondering if he pitted on lap. Where did he pit at? Koslova is actually back to the third spot now. I tell you, Gardner and Sollenberger they're just really tough. He was saying he didn't have anything for him, and he might be struggling to keep the 7 of Jeff Rubin behind him as well. Those guys are really strong, and there's Rubin taking a little look down on the inside. Koslova is staying. He's opened up that turn a little bit. I think he's trying to keep some momentum as they almost having a drag race down the front stretch. But whether or not he's going to be, I don't think he might be in a position to hold on to that. Looks like the 7 is right there. And he's taking that higher line, but Jeff Rubin now just kind of driving past him. Now, Koslova may not be fighting too much. Don't want to kill his tires. Here he goes once again. Rubin's a little bit wide. Koslova drives under and back into the 3rd position. Yeah, he pitted on lap was 87. So I would say somewhere between lap 17 and lap 117 and lap 127. He might be coming in. Paul Smith coming in right now here, lap 111. And this is probably going to put him at least a lap down. He'll need everything to cycle through. Let's see if he's getting any tires at all. Looks like he's opting just to get fuel. Now this may have to take him all the way to the end. 12 seconds flat for the number 12 machine. And he's in it right now. He's showing in the 13th position. I'm pretty sure he's going to be at least 1 lap down as he makes his way back out. That is the case. Smith is 1 lap down. Koslova still holding on to that 2nd position there with Jeff Rubin, because Sollenberger, he pitted. In fact, he's on pit road at the moment. He is only now just coming off of pit road. And of course, he's going to be a lap down, I believe. As Koslova goes by, the leader's already gone by. Tony Gardner 2.2 seconds ahead of his teammate Andy Koslova. Oh, and Sollenberger got out ahead of the 93. But Koslova was already up to speed. I don't know if he can. Now he's not really battling with the 67 there, really, because Sollenberger now he's actually in the lucky dog position in the 12th spot. Brian Rainville, Paul Smith, both coming down pit road. There's Smith making his way down. Right now he's in 16th position. I'd like to see him get a good finish here tonight. Have a good couple of strong races, and he's making his way off of pit road. It's saying that he's coming in on my data, but he was already done. So he's wonder if he just changed his mind. It looked like he was coming down. Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. But he's in 16th position. Did he stop? Let's see. According to our data, the last time he pitted was lap 110, and he had a 12.02 second stop. So I'm not sure why he came down pit road. Because that cost, I think he was running, I want to say he was running 13th, and I think that might have cost him a couple of positions. He's down to 16th now, only 1 lap down. But the question will be, is any more of these guys going to have to pit? There's Jeff Rubin still chasing Andy Koslova, not making his life great at all. John Casaza is in that 5th position. Not too far back, not really. Casaza himself, he's 5.6 seconds behind the leader. Koslova's 3, so I'd say maybe a couple of seconds between him and Koslova. Sarah Oliver making her way down on the pit road. Now, John Casaza, he was only, what was he? It was like 3 points or 5 points or something like that. He's very close to Harold Rothery for that third position in the standings for the season. And by Harold, I think it doesn't matter where he finished. Really, the fact that he's here and it's obviously his teammates here, no matter even if his teammate Ashton Rice had won the race, by Harold not being here to get his share of the points, then there's no way he's going to hold on to that third spot. So I had to relinquish that to Casaza, even though his teammates kind of having a so-so race. He's Mike Berg currently in that 14th position. Tires, right side tires for Casalova. That's what he was saying he was going to do. And right sides only, that's 12.2 seconds. And he's on his way. And I don't know if he lost a lap or not as he gets up to speed. He's in the 9th position, and yes, he did lose only one lap. So now he's going to probably hope that we're on lap 119. That'll probably take him to the end of the race, and he has to hope that first of all, there are no more cautions. And of course, he is the lucky dog, so that would put him, as long as he's not involved in it, that would put him on the lead lap. Nigel Patterson is 5th at the moment, so that's not a battle with him right now. Ashton Rice making her way off of pit road. Right now she's showing in the 11th position. Oh, she's falling down the order as the guys go on by. Looks like she may come out, may stay in the 12th position there. About one lap down, about a good, I'd say just over half the field is like one lap down. So right now we're still waiting for like your leaders to go up here and probably have a green flag pit stop, which will cycle several of those drivers back up to the lead lap. Right now only 7 showing on the lead lap. Casanova in that lucky dog position. 25 laps remaining in this race. Boy, I'm not even sure if I thought we were ever going to get to that, but yep, that is where we are. 10 laps to go. Well, I tell you, it has been a race here, and a race of fuel strategy. David Carrillo making his way down on pit road. He's pitting, and I see John Casaza on pit road as well. I think he had to get on the brakes hard, keep from getting a speeding penalty, but he's making his way down. Let's look and see if he gets any tires here. I'm guessing he might maybe get some right sides, maybe. And let's see what happens. And no tires for John Casaza. He's just banking on getting some fuel and maybe trying to keep that pit time. Oh no, don't tell me he got a speeding penalty, because he is just, seems like he's sitting there a little too long. Casaza, oh no, he is, oh my goodness, I think he might have had a speeding penalty, and they're going to end up holding him. And that is, little things like that is what's been hurting John Casaza this season. He's been having some good races, and then something will happen somewhere, the way the pit cycle around, and then I don't even think he's even had, I don't even know if he's had a speeding penalty this season on pit road, but now he's only just getting out off of pit road, and man, what another rough break for Casaza. 14th position. He'll be at least one lap down when he exits pit road. I'm sure he didn't have any damage. I think that might have been just a pit road speeding penalty, probably. But right now, that's got him in the 14th position. As teammate Mike Berg and Clay Rice, they are just coming into the pit. So let's see. Casaza's showing 2 laps now, so I don't know if he's going to get any positions back or not. And he's got Sarah Oliver behind him, and that actually is 4th position. And yeah, he's still in that 12th position. but he's only one lap down now. He did get one lap back as a few more cars cycle through on their green flag pit stops. Let's see. Paul Smith, now he's in the 17th position. And not sure, I don't know what happened with Paul Smith. And he pitted on lap 121. And I don't know. It's he was having a really good race. I mean, he was up in a lot of good positions. He's only one lap down, and we still have 21 laps to go. So I don't know if anybody else has to stop. It kind of looks like everyone has pitted for what probably would be the final time. So Paul may be stuck down there, 17th position. Casaza, he's 12th. Paul Bajanic is in the 13th spot, and you know, he went a couple of laps down early on when he had that fourth tire change. And I tell you, he has only been able to recover one lap since then. And so it's been a long night for the number 3 driver there, Paul Bajanic. Let's see, where's Andy Koslova? He's in the 2nd position, 1.4, making 1.3 seconds behind his teammate, Tony Gardner. And Travis Sollenberger is behind him, only like 0.3 of a second, so he's right there. So Koslova fighting for his life here, trying to stay in the 2nd position. He probably should be able to. He might be able to hold on to a podium spot even if Sollenberger gets him. But man, what an effort! If he's able to pull that off, what an effort from Andy Koslova, your season 3 champion. He doesn't have anything to lose now. He's just going to fight, try to see if he can hold on to that position. Boy, Sollenberger, he's fast. And he does indeed get that 2nd position from Koslova as they go down into turn 1. Now, where is David Carrillo? He's not that far back. 18 laps to go. Oh, my goodness. He's only 4 seconds ahead of Andy Koslova, so there he is, and there's Koslova getting ready to go into turns 3 and 4, and he's still battling with Sollenberger there for that 2nd position. He may be trying to stick close to get a little bit of drafting help to try to stay ahead of 4th place David Carrillo, who remains around a little over 4 seconds behind these. And to tell you the truth, these two are not that far from Tony Gardner. You see him right up ahead there. That's your race leader up ahead of the green and blue car of Sollenberger. Andy Koslova fighting him to get that 2nd position. Andy, he said, you know, I'm just going for it now. Now 16 laps remaining. Yeah, his teammate feeling pretty good. Let's see where everybody else's teammate is. Nigel Patterson. Whose teammate? That's somebody's. No, that's nobody's teammate. Nigel Patterson he's a free agent running in that 6th position. Who knows? Somebody may pick him next season. You never know. Looking on down, the 17 car, Brian Rainville. Is that somebody's teammate? Let me look. Yeah, that is Paul Smith's teammate. So Brian Rainville not having a bad race right now. He's in the top 10 at the moment. Ashton Rice right behind him, though. That's Harold Rothery's teammate. So she's just outside the top 10. Casaza, he's running 12th. Still battling there with, well, that's not even a battle with the 78 there, Sarah Oliver. That's not for position because Oliver, she is on the lead lap and Casaza isn't. Now 14 laps to go. And I don't anticipate anyone else pitting. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Wildcat Welding 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, cutting back to the action. Andy Kosilova has caught and passed his teammate, Tony Gardner. And matter of fact, Travis Sollenberger has also moved past the number 30. And with 12 laps to go, boy, Andy Kosilova, he is getting up on the wheel here, trying to see if maybe he can steal a victory here tonight at Gateway. Sollenberger taking a little peek down on the inside. Question will be, how much tire is he going to have left, and is he going to be able to hold off the 67? Travis Sollenberger looking left, looking right, trying to find a way past. Oh, super close. Kosilova, and looked like Sollenberger had to get out of it there a little bit. That, and man, that was close. Sollenberger had to get out. That cost him a few car lengths. Gave Andy Kosilova a little breathing room by about a half a second. In fact, Tony Gardner might be putting some pressure on the 67. That will help Andy Kosilova maybe get away here for a couple of laps. It's 2 versus 1. 2 teammates, Andy Kosilova and Tony Gardner. Gardner, he's going to fight back past the 67, trying to get that second position. And they're neck and neck as they go down to turn 1. Wow, look at Travis Sollenberger hanging tough on the high side. And he's just barely managing to hold on to that lead. But what that's doing, that is allowing Andy Kosilova to kind of ease away from them just a little bit now. About 3/4 of a second ahead, maybe about 8/10, as those two are battling for position. Andy Kosilova is just quietly sneaking away just a little bit. And the one thing that his teammate can do from right now is just hold up that 67. Oh, and look at the gap now. Tony Gardner has lost a little ground to Travis Sollenberger, and that's going to leave the 67 free and clear to attack the 93 there. Andy Kosilova once again. It'll be 7 laps to go, and he hit the stripe this time around. As he's trying to reel him in. Yeah, now still around 3/4 of a second, around 8/10 of a second. Kosilova driving the wheels off that thing. Oh, and Sollenberger's, where is he going? Is he pitting? Yes, he is. He is with 7 laps to go. Travis Sollenberger coming flying down pit road. Did he get slowed down in time? I don't know, man. That was close. But, man, that is a game changer for Andy Kosilova. And we're now 6 laps to go. I wonder if his teammate is going to be able to make it on field. Tony Gardner pitted on lap 122. Kosilova pitted on lap 117. So you would think that he would. And I'm wondering, well, then you got to wonder, can Kosilova make it to the end? And obviously you can't see what his fuel situation is like. But when we talked to him earlier, he didn't seem to be too concerned about fuel. I think he was just concerned about pace, being able to keep up with these guys. And, man, But right now he leads, and the gap between him and Gardner is actually 1.8 seconds, and Gardner is falling off. He is really falling behind. I don't know if he's kind of plan on pitting or not. It doesn't look like it this time around. Let's see. No, he did stay out, but he is definitely losing ground to his teammate Andy Consolova. Now 4 laps remaining. David Carrillo moves into that 3rd position. Let's see. Everybody would have moved up a spot, I would have thought. Well, John Casaza, he's 12th now. He's in the lucky dog position, but he is 12th. Paul Bajanic is in the 14th position, and Paul Smith is actually 16th. Wait, is he showing some damage? Oh, he's showing some damage on that right front. Something happened there along the way to Paul Smith. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that just happened recently or what. I don't recall seeing any damage on the 12 machine anytime soon. And now with 3 laps to go, there's Consolova. Oh my goodness, what was the 13 doing there? I see Brian Rainbow making his way down on pit road, and that could help Schallenberger, and I don't know if it's going to help those guys that are a lap down. It might, because he might lose a lap on the pit stop, and that may allow Casaza and maybe Mike Berg to grab another point. But here we are, checkered flag. We've actually made it to the end. Time we got so wrapped up in everything else, and it's Andy Consolova, your winner here tonight at Gateway. He snuck right on in there, right to that finish, and got the victory here tonight. And I believe the race is over. It's saying that it is. Got the checkered flag out there. Let's hope that wasn't premature. Let me look at something here. I wonder, our timing and scoring might have been off. Oh yeah, it is. It was off because now it was showing. Now it was showing white. Now it's showing checker. So I believe he's okay now. But he was going to finish there anyway. So boy, I tell you, I'm not sure if he knew that he was going to be able to do that or not. But Andy Consolova definitely able to come around there and grab one more victory this season. So I know he is happy how that turned out there for sure. Making his way down to start finish line. We know he's going to do some celebrating here tonight. That obviously probably turned out a lot better than he thought it would. Battling with those guys in the front. I don't think he thought he had anything for him. Let's see. Casaza ended up 12th. Paul Bajanic 15th. Paul Smith 16th. Long cool down lap here for the 93, making his way around, finally getting down to the front stretch. Time to light him up here at Gateway. If he's got the room. This track, I don't know. This track is not. Sometimes it looks like it might be kind of wide. I don't know if he has the room for it, really. He's trying to find some place to do a burnout. It looks like he's just going to drive on around. Maybe he's just going to park it. Who knows? Or maybe he's going in the curve somewhere trying to find some place to do some burnouts. What is that? What the heck? Just go in the grass. Andy Consolova finding room to celebrate. Well, I think he'll make his way back to the start finish line. That's probably where he'll park it, I imagine. And if he's gonna stop that way, we're not. Oh yeah, we can see him. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Andy and bring him up here into the winner's circle here. I'm gonna grab while I'm at it, I'm gonna grab who was our 2 highest finishing human drivers. That was John Casaza and Paul Bajanic. And let's grab him too, John Casaza. Where is John? Did John leave? I don't even see. Where's John? Okay. Well, we'll just grab Paul. We'll just grab everybody. Okay, folks, we're down here with your race winner, Andy Kosalova, and finding his way. I don't know. Are you looking for victory lane there?
I was looking to see if there is one, but I don't know if there is.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't remember if there's one here or not, tell you the truth.
But I'm out of fuel anyway, so.
Oh, man, okay. Well, I tell you, did you expect to even have a chance to get that race? I know you said those guys were fast, but you ended up holding up with them, holding on to them pretty good there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was trying to keep the 30 in my sights there and hoping with my new tires at the pit stop I was going to be able to get them. And I did, but then the other car with Travis Sullenberger there, he was trying to get in the middle, but I knew he had to pit again. So I was like, well, don't be messing with me here. Leave me alone. But so I had to battle with him to get by Tony Gardner and all that, and it worked out. But yeah, it was. I had him beat on fuel before that, so that would have been nice and easy.
Yeah, I tell you, and then your teammate, he was running a little interference there for a little bit, holding up Sullenberger.
So yeah, and I kind of mirror drove Sullenberger a little bit there for like a lap, and I knew I'd be able to pull away once I got out front a little bit, so that worked out.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to you?
Just you guys, you and all the guys I race with here. It's been fun.
10-4, man. Well, we've got one more to go, and we know the season finale is where we end this season is where we're going to kick off the next one. But and that's always a fun track for everybody. So go ahead and relax and celebrate, and we will see you next week.
All right, man. Thank you.
10-4, man. And I think Paul's still in here. You got a copy, Paul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man, that was a rough race tonight. What happened?
Well, messed up on. Oh, I blew a tire basically.
Oh man, okay.
I had to go back in and pit.
Uh-huh.
And threw me off my pit strategy. So I was 3 laps. Well, actually, I was 5 laps short of finishing.
Uh-huh.
Got it down to 2 laps.
Uh-huh.
I guess we ended a lap early, maybe.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? Or was it the time?
We ran out of time. So
okay, that's
like
what it
a
was.
lap or 2 short.
Yeah, because I saw the checkered flag come out.
Lap, no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, man. So, man, that was a long race. Good grief.
Yeah, it was. Well, then on top of that, I learned a week since I've been racing Friday. But yeah.
Well, 10-4, man. Oh yeah. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just everybody that we race with, man. They're all good dudes.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
well, go relax, man. That was a long run, and we will see you next week.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. Okay, folks. Well, that'll do it here, and let's go ahead and I'm trying to get to my screen so I can see. What am I trying to get to here? That's what I was trying to get to right there. Let's go ahead and get to our race results, bring them up on the screen, and get the system to work right for me here. There it goes. And I tell you, that was one heck of a race there. A little bit of a marathon of a race. Andy Kosalova ended up with the win there with his teammate right behind him, Tony Gardner there. And you can see, let's see, John Casaza finished 12th. Paul Bajanic finished 15th, and Paul Smith 16th. And like you just heard me say, our next race, the final race of the season, will actually be how we kick off season 4. One of our league favorites, Five Flag Speedway. So be sure to join us next week for the series finale 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV. So for all of us here, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.